there are tasty
Here I'm going to
snacks,
make
and
this
then
chat
there are
as the
kind
identifier.
bars made with
And then you can
ingredients
see
you know
here
and
there's
love,
already
like
URL.
Hello, 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 hello. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Uh-oh, what happened? I should be able to see. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me figure something out. Because, hold on. I should be able to see my browser here. Let me get you guys tied in with the browser. Because I can't see my browser here, and I just know it was here. 1 second, because I should be able to see you guys. Let me get to the page. So I think I chose that one, and then this one, and then I can
My team and I always had trouble.
I said pause, damn it. All right, let me get down here. Just one second, guys. I'm trying to get our chat onto wait. What? Uh-oh, hold on, guys. I'm having an issue. What the hell happened here? Oh my lordy Lord Jesus. Something happened, guys. Oh, here it is. Got it. Let me close that, close that. I'm about to put y'all on the screen right about now. You copy that, then I gotta pop out. I need to go back to YouTube. So, guys, I hope everything is all good. I didn't get a chance to put on any chapstick. I'm still painting. I'm still doing all of this jazz, if you guys don't know that. So just to let you know, there will be a time or times where I look a little ragadocious at the house, you know, where I relax at. Just to let you guys know, though, I will be doing my hair as of tomorrow, getting all pretty and probably getting my nails done too, maybe, because I want to excel when it comes to my ASMR, but I don't want to show my face. I'd prefer to just show my mouth and my hands. So I'm going to try to add some of that in there along with what I already have going on the ASMR channel. We're on chapter 15 of Carlitas' Way, y'all. In the last chapter, she was telling us about how her son was looking forward, how her son was going to the college that her other son went to. Everything was all good with that. Hold on, pop out chat. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me get this together. So why is it saying I have 2 images? What is that? I don't even know what that was. Let me go to browser. All right, just 1 second, folks. We're going to get you guys up here on screen. You guys are not on screen, and I don't like it. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. I see D Lovin in the house. I see Miss Kiki Baby, my beautiful mod in the house. I see Miss Faye 120 in the house. I see some other folks. Hold on, let me get to them. Let me see what's going to happen here with this chat. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah. All right, so we got that done. So, all right, we're done. Thank you, Lord. I got the comments on the screen. I just wanted to get the comments on screen. As we know, I definitely need to do that so I can make sure I keep up with you guys while I'm reading. Let's get into chapter 15, and thank you guys so much for being so patient and waiting for me to get that together. Talk about Lordy Lord. Oh Okay. All right. Chapter 15. So we were talking about how her sons were all good. Her son had went to the other college that her other son went to, and she felt just very appreciative of it. She felt like, oh my, like, look at my sons. She was doing her good mama thing. And for that, we recommend you. We're on our last chapter of this book. I'm going to try to do my best to read it straight through. If I feel like stopping, though, y'all know I'm going to stop and make my damn comments. Don't mind my lips once again. Sister girl is dry. Okay. It was early November 2006. I had been sick with an awful cold for over 2 weeks, which I couldn't shake. I had a doctor's appointment on the morning of our Buddhist women's meeting, our big Buddhist women's meeting. That evening I was to present gifts that we all had made, that we had all made collectively for over 100 plus women. I was on the committee and we had this big event for the women. Linda Johnson was speaking that night. I was in charge of the gifts and I wanted to do something different. So my dear friend Linda Broomfield and I came up with a campaign to get as many SGI members to come together and make prayer beads. We got together and made beads everywhere. As sick as I had been, I didn't feel bad until everyone left for the night. It was then that this cough would kick in at its worst. When SGI members started showing up that morning at my home to help complete the beads, I was happy to see them, but felt my worst. So I left my dear friend Linda to oversee everything while I ran to the doctor. All I wanted was a B12 shot so that I could get through the evening and afterwards get back home to rest. When I got to the doctor, I told them what I wanted. Of course, things never go as easy as we planned for them to go. The nurse told me that in order for them to give me a B12 shot, I would have to take a pregnancy test. Why? I asked. I'm not pregnant. I'm sure of it. I have this awful cold I can't shake and I'm weak. If I was pregnant, I wouldn't be able to keep anything down and I just know it. The nurse looked at me as if to say, shut up, lady. Then the nurse said, well, you might be right, Miss Hodges, but if you want the shot, you have to take the test. I agreed, but with a little more fuss, of course. I thought this was all about money. I didn't need a pregnancy test. Hell, I took the test and was put in the room where I waited for my doctor to come in and give me the shot. Plus, give me something for my cough. 10 minutes had passed when the doctor walked in the room. She had this look on her face as though she had just gotten the best news in the world. She spoke and then asked me how I was feeling. She then said to me, I have some good news and some bad news. Which do you want first? I said, give me the bad news first, doc. She said, I can't give you a B12 shot. Okay, I said. I didn't think anything about that. I didn't see a reason to sit on the table in a room any longer either, so I started to get up. As I was sliding off the table, she said, and the good news is you're pregnant. Now that slide turned into fainting. She said, I'm dead. What you mean I'm pregnant? Oh, no. Okay. I would have been the same way. Child, let me tell y'all this story. One time I was like, dang, I got a headache. My head don't feel good. I need to go somewhere and get checked out. I was really not feeling my best, you guys. And I didn't know what the hell was wrong with me. I had a headache and everything else. So I decided that I wanted to get seen at the hospital room rather quickly. And so what I did was I took my ass up there and I was running. I ran around the corner so that when I got into the actual room, okay, it was like, okay, when I got into the actual room, the actual emergency room, it was like, okay, this woman is tired, she out of breath, she looking bad, all that stuff. Child, that woman got on that damn thing and called me back there. They had me take a test. That motherfucker said I was pregnant. I couldn't believe it. I said to myself, this has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke. It got to be a joke. That's when I realized I'm way too fertile to be messing around. And besides that, Carlita, who was you pregnant by? Come on, somebody answer me. Anyways, the next thing I knew, there were nurses all over me trying to help me. But when I came to on the floor, I looked around and thought I was dreaming. All I could hear was give her some air, give her some water, and move back. Then I realized it was real and I wasn't dreaming. I had fainted. I also just heard that I was pregnant. What the hell? How could this be? I'm sick with the flu, not with a baby. I didn't have the baby sickness. This could not be happening. Not this. On all the things in the world, of all the things in the world to happen to me, I thought. My baby was 21, in college, about to graduate. Who does this? No, no, and no. I'm sick with the flu, and that's that. I got off the floor, looked the doctor in the eyes, and asked, could this be a mistake, child? She said, yes, it could be, but it's not. I said, are you sure? Tears started to roll down my face. Doc, I'm 45 and this can't be. I can't have no baby at my age. I'm almost half 100. This can't be. I said, Carlita, not half 100, Carlita. Well, Miss Hodges, she said, you also have a severe case of bronchitis as well that we need to treat. She kept talking as if she had really given me some good news. This was not good news. How was I going to tell my sons? Then she asked me what I was going to do. I looked at my doctor and said, I'm hoping you could tell me. What do I do for bronchitis? I have something to do tonight. And as far as being pregnant, I can't be. I just can't be. I said, I think y'all made a mistake. After she told me she would have to refer me to another doctor because she didn't do OBGYN, I thought, okay, everything sounded like noise. I didn't even know she had left the room once the nurse came back in with a prescription. I was in a daze. When I got into my car, I couldn't stop crying. How could this be? Then I called the guy I had been dating and told him, now, Carlita, you hiding shit. You hiding shit, Carlita. He asked me if I was sure and then asked me what I planned to do. What I plan to do? What the hell? The question is, what are we gonna do? I'll call you later, I said. Yep, I was a little pissed at his response. At this point, I didn't really know what to do. All I knew was that I had to take care of me, point blank. On God. Fuck everybody. Sorry. On God. Take care of you. I started driving home. I'm not supposed to say the F-bomb on here, my bad. I started driving home. When I looked up, I was passing a Rite Aid drugstore. I pulled over and went in to buy a pregnancy test. Instead of buying one, I bought 3, and each box had 2 tests in them. I opened one after purchasing it, went into the bathroom and took a test. It came out negative from what I could tell, so I headed home. When I got home, there were about 20 people in my home helping to make beads. It was such an awesome sight to see how we had all come together for this wonderful cause. Later that night, I pulled my friend Linda to the side and told her what happened at the doctor. She was a nurse and I felt she could shine some light on this matter. I told her I had taken another test in the store and it came out negative. She told me not to take another one until the next morning. So I pulled myself together, sat down and started making prayer beads with everybody else. Nam yo horenke yo, nam yo horenke yo, nam yo horenke yo, nam yo horenke yo. Okay. As the time grew closer to the event that night, I became sick with a little fever. I had such a support team that if I was unable to deliver, I had plenty of people who could. The event went off without any problems. I, of course, felt yucky. I went home afterward, rested, and I couldn't wait for the next morning. I think I was trying to rush my sleep. I took the test at 6 a.m. and it was positive. I was crushed. Carlita! You know I got these dry lips on today, child. Now, why you say you crushed at that baby and that pregnancy test? Stop making me laugh internally. I didn't want to be anyone else's mom. I resurrected in 3 days doing the nay-nay. Oh, my God. I was 45. This couldn't be happening to me. I had taken radiation for my thyroid problem and I was told I would never be able to have another child. I didn't care when the doctor told me that. I had never wanted another child after the 2 I had in the first place. So here I was with my test in hand and I thought, maybe this one is wrong. I grabbed the other box and took another test. Damn it! It came out positive again. So I'm pregnant. What the hell am I going to do? I grabbed the yellow pages, then the phone. I was not going to have a baby at my age. I was going to get this fixed and fast. I called and made an appointment for the next day to have an abortion. From what I learned at the doctor's office, I didn't have much time. Girl, if that was today, child, you'll be under the Alabamas. You ain't gonna be in Alabama doing it. You gonna be under the Alabama state legislator laws. Anyway, from what I learned at the doctor's office, I didn't have much time. It was nearing the end of my first trimester and I only had a short window to make this happen. I went to the doctor, but they turned me away. I was told I had a fever and it was too high for them to do a procedure. I went home and started taking meds to feel better. Girl, they should have had that. You could have did morning after. You could do that pill or you could abort the shit. You understand what I'm saying? I went back 2 times after that and I was turned away. When I went in the last time, I begged the doctors to help me. Lord help me! I didn't want to be a mama again. The doctor told me there was nothing they could do. I couldn't think because my biggest friend, fear, was with me. This fear kept me off my game. I couldn't think when I was riding back. I needed to chant, but I couldn't bring myself to do anything but cry. All I could think was I'm 45 plus. How could I be so careless? Oh, that's okay, Carlitas. You just wanted to do a little boom, chicka, wow, wow. Hey, she was getting a boom, chicka, wow, wow. She was doing a boom, chicka, wow, wow. And you was getting that boom, chicka, wow, wow. Turn it up, boom, chicka, wow, wow. What she was getting, y'all, boom, chicka, wow, wow. No, she was getting that boom, chicka, wow, wow. Girl, you know you was loving boom, chicka, wow, wow. You got some in the oven, boom, chicka, wow. Wow. Okay. When she, I needed that, but I couldn't bring myself to do anything but cry. All I could think was I'm 45 plus. How could I be so careless? I wanted to call my mom, but to hear what she would say would only piss me off. I could hear her now. Cardi, again, you're too old. When she did learn I was pregnant, she said, if you are, I am by Jesus. I couldn't count on my mom for making me feel worse. I could count on mom to make me feel worse. I had to figure this out. So after I left the doctor, I went home and jumped on the internet. Okay, you got to Google this type of shit. Okay, girl, I feel you, girl. I looked up adoption agencies. Lord, I had to resurrect on them one more time like Jesus. I'm sorry. I found one and I left my information for someone to call me. I decided to go this route. I would put my baby up for adoption. Now, in my head, that was settled. I was thinking about things I saw on TV, so why not give it a shot? Girl, you could have just done a surrogate thing. This could be the best thing for this baby I was carrying. I had so much to think about and so many things to put in place. I couldn't let the boys or my family know any of this. It was a week before I got a return call from the adoption agency. They took a great deal of information. We set up a time for someone to come out and visit me in the weeks coming. As the weeks went on, I was getting big pretty fast. I stayed out of sight as much as possible. Why did I go black? Hold up. Okay, hold up. I stayed out of sight as much as possible. I felt that if I could stay away, I wouldn't have to hear any questions along the way. When the day came for me to have the visit from the agency, I was ready to sign my life away. This was so foreign to me, but I was up for learning. I wanted to get this out of the way and then get on with my life. The only people that knew was the father, who was not too happy about my decision, and my girlfriend, Linda. I didn't want anyone in my business. The meeting went well. They gave me about 10 profiles of families to choose from. I took about a week to pick. I chose a family who lived far away. They lived in the Netherlands. The person who was working let me know that I could keep in touch with the family who was going to receive my child. I wanted no parts of it. I wanted to cut all ties. However heartless this was sounding of me, I felt that if I could pick a nice family who wanted a child that couldn't have one, this would be a blessing for all parties involved. Well, that went left as the pregnancy progressed. I was already going on 3 months when I learned I was pregnant, so I freaked out and did everything in my power to make things go how I wanted them to go. I had chosen a family to take my baby at birth. I didn't want to know the sex of the child. I wanted to be free of ever walking down the street wondering if or is it But 6 months in, I went into labor early. I was rushed to a hospital near my home, which was not where all my records were, nor did anyone bother to ask me where I wanted to be taken. While I was in the ER, they stopped my labor. This happy nurse came in and took my vitals. She was nice. She was a bit of a talker, but I was not ready for what she said to me. While looking at the ultrasound machine that I was hooked up to, the nurse said, "Mrs. Hodges, your little girl wants out." My daughter's father was standing next to the bed. I looked at him and turned to the nurse and whispered, "I didn't want to know the sex of my baby." "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I assumed you already knew," she said. She kept going on and on about how sorry she was. And I was like, "Shut up, bitch. I'm fucking with you." Not for real, that's not what the book says. She kept going on and on about how sorry she was. I got over it quickly and I fell in love on the spot with my little girl. Adoption was now out of the question. When they let me go home later that evening, I had so much to do. I was going to be a mother to a little girl. I had so many people to tell. I had hidden my baby bump for 6 whole months, and now here it is. My sons didn't know a thing. I called my sister Deneen when I got home. She would be the voice of reason. She always was. When Deneen answered the phone, she was getting ready for work. I was contemplating on telling her that I heard her voice. Telling her now that I heard her voice. I could tell I was getting on her nerves, so I said it. "I have something to tell you, but you have to promise it stays with just us." She agreed, so I said it. "I'm pregnant." Y'all know how Carlita got that soft voice? After what I felt like an hour pause, she said, "Hold on." She clicked over. I didn't know at the time she was calling off work. And when she came back, it was quiet in her background. I said, "What happened? What are you doing?" My sister said, "I called off work and got back into bed. Now I'm scared and not sure what's going to be said now." Well, say something," I said, and she did. She said, "I didn't expect to hear this. I'm at a loss for words. What do you plan to do?" I told her everything that I had gone through up until this point. "It's a girl and I'm going to keep her. I don't know how to tell the boys or anyone for that matter," I said. Now, just to let y'all know, I also have 2 sons and a daughter, okay? And no, that is out of the question. One of the things that I am most grateful for is the fact that I had a daughter, okay? And she's my one and only daughter. And she's the only child that I'm ever going to give birth to of the female stature, okay? But I love my baby girl, and I couldn't imagine my life without my daughter. I'm happy for the decision that she did make. Anyway, my sister made a deal with me, which made me laugh. She said she would give me a week to tell everyone in our family, or she would. I agreed, but I really didn't believe her. It was the next Saturday, and Sunday was the week for her to tell everyone. I was going to be seeing my boys in a few hours that morning. When I saw my boys, I was dressed in maternity clothing. By the time they made it to the car, I changed into 2 big T-shirts in which you could tell I had a belly. I chickened out of telling them. You couldn't tell I had a belly in these shirts. I chickened out about telling them. By the time my boys and I ended our day of hanging out, we went on our own way. I had got home, called my sister. She said to call them or she would. I called them and Jabril answered the phone. "Hey, Mom." "Hey, Jib. I gotta tell you and your brother something. Put your phone on speaker." "I'm having a baby." "Yeah, right, Mom. You so silly." "No, Jabril, I'm having a little girl and it's gonna be sooner than later." My son was laughing his head off. Then Jamal said, "Mom, how? We just left you. We didn't see your stomach." "Yeah, I know. After they drilled me, we hung up." They were still on the freeway driving home. After we hung up, I called my sister back and told her they didn't believe me. So she called them. 20 minutes later, they were banging on my door. It was both of my sons. Oh my goodness, my knees almost buckled. Jabril said, "Mom, let me see that belly right now." He tickled me. I raised up my t-shirt and he screamed like a girl. "Ah!" It was so funny. He was so funny fussing. He said, "Mom, how could you be doing that? You my mother. You can't be having no baby. Why you didn't use protection?" I know that's right. She was getting that boom chicka wow wow. Hey, the boom chicka wow wow. Why you were getting that boom chicka wow wow? You know you like it, girl. Okay? Wear your protection, girl. Anyway. Oh my God, Mom, Jamal said. Mommy, are you okay? He said, Mom, I took classes about this. They say if you have a baby at this age, they could come out with a birth defect. You have to have a lot of tests to be sure. I thought at least he was being compassionate, unlike his brother. I told him I had taken all the tests and that she was going to be fine and that there was nothing to worry about. I felt a load lifted off of my shoulders. I didn't get mad at Jabril for his delivery. He was quite animated. Before my sons left, we hugged and they let me know that they had my back no matter what. 2 down and a few more to go. Now it was time to call my mom and let her know. My sister and I did a 3-way call to her, and in turn she called my 2 other sisters. It was 5 of us on the line. To make a long story short, I hung up 10 minutes into the call. My sisters were so happy, and my mom said that Jesus bit. Well, I thought she would say something awful. It hurt my feelings, and I hung up. So now, whoever needed to know knew, and now it was time to prepare for this bundle of joy. Who had fought a good fight to get here? Caitlin came on May 21st, 2007 in the evening. She didn't give me a hard time getting here. The third child usually doesn't. Once she was here, I couldn't believe I had almost given her to strangers. The one thing I learned was that the doctors, as well as the people saying things about a woman's age at that 35 is the limit to have a child. Well, I'm here to say, don't believe that. I was 46 then I gave birth to my daughter, and it was the best. For all of the women who've given up having a baby because they're past the age of 35, there is hope. She's everything that's right in my life. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry, girl. I had gone through a great deal of things while carrying this little girl, but I chanted Nam Yoho Renge-kyo for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening every day. I chanted for forgiveness first and then a great deal of appreciation. I was happy. There were so many things happening. Once I embraced the fact that I was going to be a new mom after 20 years, it wasn't about my age or me being ashamed anymore. I walked with my head held up for those who didn't like it. Too bad. I had a baby girl and she depended on me and I on her. I look forward to seeing her bright eyes and pretty little smile look for me when I walked in the room. She is a part of the light that was missing in my life. She was and is my everything. I'm literally about to cry. As soon as I got out of the way, the universe showed up and showed out. For all the moments that I felt broken, this little baby girl helped me to find myself. Was I broken at times? I felt every piece of me was. The truth is that my baby girl saved my life. Broken or not, I look back at my life, good or indifferent. It was worth every second of it. It led me to Nam Yoho Renge-kyo and meeting Caitlin. She's everything I wanted and didn't know it. She's for sure what little girls are made of. Sugar and spice and everything nice. My light. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Wow. Wow. I don't know what happened between her and the baby girl, but she does apologize to her at the end and asks for her forgiveness. You know, it's my greatest fear that my daughter will grow up and we won't get along. It's my greatest fear. I really enjoyed this book. That is the end of the book, guys. We have read this entire book, Carlitas Way, honey, okay? And that was a very good book. In about a week or so, I'm going to be interviewing Carlita about the book, about her interactions with R. Kelly, before, during, and after the book, about her sons, her daughter, and about her ex-husband, Mr. Hodges, okay? Bitch, it's gonna be good. Ooh, it's gonna be good. You know that it's gonna be. Okay. All right. Let me tell you guys what I'm about to do right now. Okay. We are reading a book for members only on my website. It's TOXSDIAMOND, which of course I'm going to go to a half screen. You guys will see it in a minute. But I'm going to read the first paragraph of chapter 6 of Savages and Side Chicks. out loud for you guys to hear so that you know a little bit of what's going on in the book, and hopefully that'll encourage you to come join the website. It is $1 a month, $1 to start, $5 a month. With that, you get some cable TV shows and you get the book club. And with the red membership, you get cable TV, the book club, 4 movies a month, which I have the Possession of La Llorona. And hopefully I can get the Intruder really quickly. But the Intruder hasn't come out in all countries, so it's not really trying to let me get it. Little is not out in all countries. But I have some of the latest movies on here. Shazam, we'll also be watching Shazam this month. So the next movies are the Possession of La Llorona and then Shazam 2019. And then we have to pick one more movie for this month. Right now, Captain Marvel is playing. So let me read y'all this chapter. Now there's like 5 or 6 characters that I do in this book, okay? We have Tookie, we have Yancy, we have Melania, we have Face, we got Tommy, and Wayne passed away already, okay? So I am Melania right now. Mind you, Melania done told Tookie that her cousin Yancy was fucking her man. Okay, so anyway, let me read this first chapter. Chapter 6 is what we are on. Reynard started acting all crazy and possessive when I didn't get back together with him. We had a huge fight that turned verbally abusive on both ends. So I put his number on my block list like I said I would. He started trying to call me from his friends' phones. I think people should realize when someone is not feeling you, the worst thing you can do is smother them, which is exactly what he was doing. And it pushed me further away. I hadn't heard from the crazy bitch who busted out my car windows, so I was starting to move around again without that strong sense of paranoia I had lately. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I love these books. I love reading to you guys. I thank you so much. Thank you, Carlita. Carlita. Thank you so much. Your last chapter was just touched my heart. I mean, the last chapter really touched my heart, y'all, because I kind of relate to Carlita on a lot of levels. Like, you guys have no clue how much me and Carlita have, we have so many similarities. But I tried to read that chapter so that I could not do this while I'm closing my video, and I'm still doing it. Okay. The last chapter touched my heart. Thank you so much for the book. It was absolutely wonderful. We enjoyed reading it. Make sure you guys donate to the book club. You have several ways to donate. You can donate through the YouTube money sign. You can donate through the email toxsique@gmail.com. You can donate through the website. You can donate through Cash App. There are so many different ways to donate. Let's keep the book club going, guys. Let's donate for the books. Guys, I am extremely happy to be the person in this position. I want you guys to know that I'm grateful to you, that you guys are just, so in tune with what is going on with the book club. I'm grateful for it, and I'm having a hell of a time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go blow my nose and wash my face, child. All right, I love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.